What's going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and about a week ago I made a video about the Paris sticker disaster, as I called it, where Paris was really just crashing down and down and down. We were hitting new all-time lows. Things were looking really disastrous. Obviously, if we zoom out, we can see I made this video around here, around November 19th, 20th, if I do believe, which, again, this is the whole lifetime and life cycle of Paris here. At least I'm pretty sure it's the entire life cycle of Paris. I'm pretty sure it was around May when this stuff started. These were the all-time lows. 952-ish, 950 for the total overall market. And obviously, the Paris videos do well on this channel, whether things are going up, down, or whatever. There's so many of us that are invested in it with our own money, but also with our time and the entertainment of just how crazy Paris has been. There's people who hate Paris and want to see it fail. There's people who love Paris and want to see it do well, and there's everyone in between as well. So I like making these videos. I want to keep talking and updating about it. And there is, of course, some good news. Since I made that video, things have started to bounce back a little bit. Now, again, obviously, when you zoom out, this chart is still disastrous. Things are still way down. But again, we're only like less than 2 months since the sale has ended. This thing is going to be a longer-term play. Hopefully, hopefully not too much longer than many people would have liked or expected, but it's looking like it's going to be longer than many people would have wanted. You know, it's not quick, easy money, nothing like that. Hopefully, it will still be easy. Hopefully this thing will still do well, but it's looking like, it's going to depend a lot more on Stockholm and stuff as well, but also just how CS2 in general goes, because I know people are talking about, oh, there's so much Paris out there and the application rates are terrible and blah, 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 blah. Well, we still have no new content. We have no new skins, cases, anything like that. And obviously application rates are going to increase and hopefully skyrocket once we finally get some new skins, some new cases, some new weapons, all that stuff in the game. And if the player base does come back when a lot of that new stuff comes to CS2 as well, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But Paris, again, at least over the past week, has been up for the first time in a while. You know, you can kind of look at this graph and see that things, yes, have had some upward moments, but it's just been kind of down, a little bit up, then back down, a little bit up. Now, maybe we're about to hit another down period soon. Who knows? It's impossible to tell when exactly the bottom is going to be or when things are going to turn around or whatever. But again, Valve has continued to make new updates with the game. CS2 is seemingly becoming better and better each week. Yes, the player base isn't increasing yet, but they're making those short-term changes that are hopefully going to get the long-term results of getting people back into the game. And the longer removed we are from the Paris sale, obviously it's going to increase its potential odds of being profitable or having price increases or whatever. So we can take a look at how Paris has been doing over the past week, and we can start out at the top looking at the highest market cap items in Paris, just meaning the price times the total supply. These are the big ticket items in Paris, the high-end stuff, Mao's Hollow being one of those. That is up 9% over the last week. That's obviously a very good week, and it's good to see stuff at the top doing well because for the most part, I assume probably the good stuff is going to run first, and then the mid-tier stuff and the smaller tier or like less desirable stuff is going to run with it. I think once we start to see that high-end stuff move sustainably and reliably over time, that's really going to be the best sign overall for Paris. You know, I don't think Mao's is going to stay in the gutter and Mongols is going to go to the moon first or anything like that. Now, it is possible. Obviously, I think Mongols is going to go up at a higher kind of magnitude or velocity or like percentage-wise, but still, I think these market movements are going to start at the top because I think these top tier items, especially as they get cheaper, are the ones that people are going to be wanting to buy up the most. But Mao's up 9% in the last 7 days. We have the VSM Hollow is up 3.5% in the last 7 days. We have the Furia Hollow is up 7.8%. So Team Hollows at the top looking like they're doing pretty well. The Mao's Gold up almost 10%. We have the Paris Apex Hollow, 27% increase. This thing had been very beaten down. You can see here $6 for the buff price, which is incredibly low to a lot of the prices we had been seeing. The Contenders Capsules have not been doing as well as of late, just flat, completely even. We have the ROPS Hollow up 3%. We have the Monacy Gold up 4%. Gamer Legion Hollow up 12%. So definitely the big winners from this week are a lot of Team Hollows, which had gotten killed over the last month and 2 months and stuff like that. We have the Fnatic Hollow, the Fluxo Hollow. There's a lot of autographs doing well too, but it does seem like the Team Hollows are doing a little bit better in some of those autographs. But then even Mao's Glitter up 16%. Dexter Hollow up 12.67%. We have the 9 Hollow up 12%. Team Liquid Hollow was one that had been doing good for a while, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit, but I think that makes sense since it already had gains at a time when not a lot of other stuff was. Navi Hollow only up a little bit, but it seems to be doing okay. Complexity actually down, interestingly enough, and then the G2 Hollow up 7%. So a lot of team hollows for the first time. You know, we went through a period where autographs were kind of doing good. We went through a period where glitters were kind of doing good. We haven't really had too many periods yet where hollows have done good for any meaningful amount of time. So as somebody who does own a lot of hollows and thinks hollows are the coolest, I think they're the most craftable, the most I think that the broader market, you know, I think they're like the least niche, that what we're going to see from the most people out there. Hollows are pretty cool, and it's cool to see them doing well over the last week. Obviously, I hope this continues, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. When we sort by what's been doing the best over the past 7 days, we can maybe get an idea of some different stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of really, really random cheap stuff that's kind of doing well. We have the Dexter Hollow from OG that's been doing okay. A lot of cheap stuff that's just going to have some wild volatility, but some golds have been doing pretty good in the past week. Some autos, Paris Apex, definitely one of the top winners. Gamer Legion Glitter, Vitality Glitter, FaZe Clan Glitter, Apex Gold. So Apex stuff definitely seems to be pretty on fire right now, as a lot of different team hollows and team glitters are also doing quite well. But like I said, capsules have not necessarily been following suit. This is actually one of the more disappointing and not really concerning just yet things, but definitely not exciting things to see, is that the team capsules are not doing well. This Paris Challenger sitting at 25 cents. This is obviously now unprofitable. If you're selling at 25 cents, yes, we were buying at 25 cents, but if you're selling at 25 cents after fees and stuff, you are going to be selling at a loss. Even the contenders at 27 cents, you are still going to be selling at a loss. So one thing I think is interesting to note, anyone who felt like they missed the boat when the Paris sale ended, you still have an opportunity to buy up a ton of these things. The quantities out there are still very, very insane. You can still really get as many as you want at really, really great and insane prices. You also have these really awesome opportunities to get these on the third-party marketplaces as well. Stuff like Skinport, which I now have an affiliate link for in my bio. Stuff like Buff Market, which I have an affiliate link for in my bio. Check those out if you guys want to get signed up for those sites. Use my links, all that good stuff. You can get these things way below 25 cents. On Float a couple weeks ago, I picked up this is actually like last week maybe, I picked up a ton of Legends capsules for like 16 cents and was able to quick flip those for some money. So there still are opportunities out there in Paris. Obviously the autograph capsules seem to be doing a little bit better, 31 cents, 29 cents, whatever, but still nothing has really taken off. Nothing's been too crazy, but I think that is some of that is to be expected. Obviously, we hoped it would happen faster and crazier and more wild, but we also have to be realistic and understand that the CS2 release flop on top of the huge supplies from Paris are both not a great combination. And now, obviously, it starts to get a little bit scary because we have Stockholm getting closer and closer every single day, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. And if Stockholm ends up, no, not Stockholm. I don't know why I keep saying Stockholm. I mean Copenhagen. If Copenhagen ends up being bordered, obviously that could be a big boom and rush for Paris, but we don't know what's going to happen with any of that yet. But I did think it was at least a good sign to see, and I wanted to follow up from my last video where there was a lot of doom and gloom surrounding Paris, a lot of negativity as prices kind of kept going down. Since then, we've started to bounce back. We've started to rise up. Again, this doesn't mean things can't go lower once again, and maybe they even will. Probably they even will. Who knows? But at least we're kind of seeing some up and downs and not just a straight down trajectory anymore. But also, the CS market in general has been going up. Items are up, skins are up, gloves are up, cases are still kind of down, but a lot of things are starting to go up again. Maybe we're hitting the bottom of this CS2 depression, hatred, negativity phase. Who knows? And still, I think we're one good run of Valve making some good updates and changes to the game of hopefully having a pretty bright future ahead. But it's not all doom and gloom out there. Some Paris things have been going well over the past week. Hopefully those will continue, but even if not, you always have opportunities to buy the dip or just to stop checking the prices every day. Go away for a couple months, go away for a couple years, see what happens. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know, but I'm still excited for Paris. Who knows exactly what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting, and we're going to keep following along on this channel no matter what. So that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.